Microphone check, test. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we live and direct. Woo-hoo! And we up. And we up with another video. I'm back. I'm here to talk. You here to listen. We're here to talk about your money. You here to criticize. You here to criticize, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna talk something for your ears. I want to kick this off with a bit of research. Talking about your money and what exactly has happened in 2022 for holiday spending. Now, I was reading this article, and I'm gonna pull it up because I don't know how to pronounce the brand. I think it's Zippia, Zippia, however you pronounce that. But they wrote this article that was talking about 20 incredible Christmas spending statistics. We're not going to read all 20. We don't need all 20. There's a few of them, though, that I want to hone in on and point your attention to because they may apply to you. And so the research summary, it was talking about how the holidays can be extremely chaotic. Y'all already know this. That ain't nothing brand new to us. Family comes in, mama and pop come in, cousins come in, friends come in, you fly out, airports flooded, money coming in, money coming out, credit card swiping, payday cash advances get hit. Y'all already know it's craziness on the holidays. Now, I don't know y'all's spending situation on what you ended up doing, how much you ended up shelling out on the holidays, but we can say some of y'all went through the roof. You burned a hole in your pocket. You spent some loot. You did your thing, and you may be feeling the aftermath in the new year 2023. The credit card statement came in, and you were just looking at it. What did I do? Lord Jesus, help me. But here are a few statistics that this article reported on. So it was saying Americans plan to spend on average $932 each on holiday spending in 2022. $932. Now, this was interesting to me because there's stats out there that say a large majority of Americans, they cannot afford to pay a $1,000 emergency if they needed it. Right? The only way they can cover a $1,000 emergency is if they rely on credit cards. So the fact that this article is saying that Americans plan to spend on average of $932 each on holiday spending in the year of 2022 is concerning. That's concerning. You can't afford a $1,000 emergency, but you can afford the gifts of $932. There's an imbalance that is going on. So I don't know how much you spent on Christmas. Maybe it was more, maybe it was less. I'm going to show you us, though. I'm going to show you this household expenditures for holiday shopping in 2022. Let's pull up the evidence. Let's pull up the results so you can see what it is that I'm talking about. All right, so here is our spending plan for Christmas 2022. All right, here are all the different results that have popped up. Starting on, let me see. You can see it says Amazon made a purchase on December 20. Christmas PJs for $39.93. And then we literally just go all the way down to the very last expense. What's this on? Actually, this purchase was made on November 21, 2022. So, hey, you can see, hey, we getting shopping done early up in this household. But that was $26.56. So if my math is correct, I did all these calculations. We ended up spending $837.07 for Christmas 2022 gifts, the like, all of that. $837.07. So we under, baby. Hey, we under the average. We are under the average. I'm going to take it. But I always say, especially to the clients that I coach, if you went overboard this year on Christmas shopping, if you spent more money than you actually had to spend, if you found yourself in debt this year, buying gifts, going out to eat, the holiday shopping, the hustle and bustle of just what the holidays bring into our lives, if you found yourself spending or overexerting yourself financially, then what I want you to do in this new year, as of this recording, it is February 2023. So if you're looking to spend money on the holidays for Christmas in 2023, December 2023, I want you to treat Christmas like a monthly bill. We have 11 months until we hit Christmas. So every single month from February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and then in the month of December, every single month leading up to Christmas, you should be setting money aside. Treat that like a monthly bill. So the same way you pay your rent, the same way you pay your phone bill, the same way you pay your subscription costs every single month is the same way I want you to start looking at your Christmas related expenses. Treat that like a monthly bill. All right, because there's no good reason why some of you are continually year after year after year adding more debt onto your credit cards. Let's make 2023 a year where we don't have to rely so heavily on credit cards for expenses that are 9, 10, 7 months down the line, that we can start preparing for today. All right, come on. Let's stop with the debt. This article also went on to say 60% of U.S. Christmas shoppers prefer to shop online. We already know this, and we know that when you shop online, you already know you in the comfort of your home. You're in the comfort of your home, got your coffee in hand, you're sitting on a couch, Netflix is playing, and what do? Hit instant purchase, add to cart. We typically will buy more items when we're in the comfort of our home, not having to leave our house, and we just gonna hit instant buy. Apple Pay, instant pay, right? So 60% of people nowadays are shopping online, probably spending more money than they would if they were out and about in the store, potentially. And then the last stat that I thought was interesting, the total U.S. gift spending is expected to reach $178 billion in 2022. Billion dollars in 2022. We got a lot of money shelling out for this holiday season. So, hey, if you are someone who has spent roughly $932, which this article is saying is the average being spent, but you don't have $1,000 to your name in an emergency fund or some sort of savings somewhere, but you shelling out that kind of money for holiday shopping, your priorities are a little bit, right? A little bit twisted, right? A little bit upside down, right? A little bit topsy-turvy curvy, right? So we gotta get things on track financially. And so here's what I want to do right now. I want to take a second because I'm over here rambling and ranting when it comes to Christmas shopping. And what I want to do is take a moment and get myself in the groove. I want to get y'all in the groove. I want to get us in the mood. I want to play some tunes and just relax for a second. Calm down for a minute. Open up our minds for a second. So we're going to play something. There we go. Hey, come on now. Y'all hear this? Microphone check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and we live. And we live and direct. I should have done this in the intro. Should have played this song in the intro to get the groove right, but we 8 minutes in now, or we a couple minutes in now, but we just gonna keep going. Appreciate y'all being here with me. I go by Myles, aka Corbin Wilson, and we here to talk about your money. We're here to make y'all into good stewards of y'all money. So get comfortable, just relax, put your seatbelts on. Mama in the couch, mama in the house screaming. She said, baby, come on in. I need you to cook, I need you to clean. I told you, you better get your money right this year in 2023, because we've been playing way too long, y'all. Way too many games been going on, y'all. Some of y'all been in debt way too long, y'all. Some of y'all been managing your money poorly way too long, y'all. We gotta do better. We gotta do different. So get focused, get on point, and we gonna make it happen. If you feel me, then scream. Come on now. Y'all hear this. All right, man, let's stop this because I'm trying to be efficient with the time. One more article that really caught my attention. I was talking about how Gen Z and young millennials, they found a new way to afford luxury handbags and watches. You heard it first. Article goes on to say, because you living with your mama and your dad, says Morgan Stanley. I didn't say it. Morgan Stanley said it in their title. I'm just reading it. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger, baby. And I don't have this whole article. You have to pay for it, which I'm not going to pay for. But it says, as inflation and the rising cost of living pushes young adults to move back in with their parents, many are turning to Gucci, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton to lift their spirits. We understand this. I think we all, at some point in time, have fallen victim to this retail therapy type of thinking. Right? When we feel bad, one of the ways in which we can suppress those emotions is by spending on ourselves. Right? Spending money that we maybe don't even have, but we're going to spend this money on ourselves to make ourselves feel better. We're going to consume and consume and consume. How some people will eat to kill their emotions. Some folks will spend to kill their emotions. So this article, even though I can't read the whole thing, it makes a whole lot of sense. Because if you are a young adult, and let's say you are in your 30s, late 20s, to 30s, and now you have to move back in with your folks. And maybe you've already been out on your own already. You had your own spot, right? You had your own space. You were up and out of mommy and daddy's roof, and now you have to move back in. That's gonna sting. That's gonna sting. That's gonna sting. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that, right? So it makes sense why folks are finding ways to potentially suppress those emotions of having to move back in by spending on handbags, on watches, on luxury items so they can get a quick fix, feel good. But I find this interesting, right? Because when millennials or young adults are having to move back in, and as I coach people, I'm a financial coach, so I sit with a lot of different people when it comes to money. And initially, when I coach people who are having difficulty with their cash flow, I see this often. Like we live in a society where people are quick to spend and very slow to save money. People rely on debt and they are very slow to pay debt back. People give into their financial impulses, but they are slow to practice financial discipline. Hear me on that piece here. That is so true and so critical. People are quick. You may be quick to give into your financial impulses. And so by this, I mean, let's take this thought of retail therapy, of this idea of you worked a very long, stressful week. Work was hectic. Your boss was down your back. Your coworkers, you're up to here with them. Whatever the situation is, your kids, you're up to here with them. Life, you're up to here with it. Your responsibilities, they feel so overwhelming that what do? Sometimes we tell ourselves, I deserve a vacation. You know what? That trip that I was thinking of, I deserve this. It don't matter if I can afford it or not. I deserve this. So I'm a treat myself. Right? That's a quick financial impulse. And so I see a lot of people fall into this mentality of, even though I can't afford it, because the life that I live, how busy I am, how hard I work, I deserve this. And so what do? They take that trip, they buy that bag, they buy that car, they buy a really large expense, and it drowns them. It puts them further and further and further and further behind financially. So we are quick to give into our financial impulses, but we are slow to practice financial discipline. There's such an imbalance that's happening. People are quick to manifest a financial destiny. Let me talk on that for a second. People are quick to, we live in a culture of speak it into existence, manifest it, think it, and it will be. People are quick to manifest this financial reality that they want to come true, right? But people are slow to develop a strategic financial strategy. Folks don't have no concrete, definite roadmap, blueprint for their finances, but we talk out loud. I'm going to be X. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be financially well off. Come retirement, I'm going to have my dream home. Come retirement, I'm going to take my dream vacation. I'm going to live this fanciful life, and all of this sounds good. But when you look at the nuts and bolts of people's financial situation, you may not have a strategic financial strategy in place to make whatever you're trying to manifest actually happen. Y'all got to put the work in. You got to put the work in to make that happen. So I don't want to spend too much time going on about this. I recognize for a lot of you who may watch this video, you have no idea who I am. So I can't expect you to sit around for 20 minutes listening to me speak. So I'm going to cut this a little bit short, but just know if you have holiday spending coming up, vacations coming up, an event coming up that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months down the line. It's not here yet, but you are working consistently. You have a paycheck that's coming in consistently. Treat those bills. Treat those expenses like monthly bills. You have time to prepare for them. So let's prepare. Remember this in closing. Incremental savings create big impacts if you can start early. So the earlier you can start to pay for a goal, the less you have to put up initially. But the later you start, some of y'all wait last minute to pay for holidays and birthdays and vacations. You wait the last minute and have to shell out a large amount of money all up front at once that you cannot afford. So you swipe it on a credit card and that drowns you financially. I'm off my soapbox on this. I go by Myles 1000. Thank y'all for listening. Happy budgeting. We gonna make this happen. Let's make 2023 a financial year to remember. Peace.
Show today sponsored by Myles 1000, Myles1000.com, MYLES thousands, THOUSANDS.com. Who is Myles 1000? Well, we're going to find out